Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about two new products from Kaja. One is the Beachy stamp, the other one is the Glowy stamp. In the Beachy stamp I have the shade Toasty, and then in the Glowy stamp I have the shade Gleamy. So I'm filming this for the second time because yesterday when I filmed, I didn't have any sound on my video. I don't know what happened to my microphone. It just did not pick up any of the sound. So today I'm filming it for the second time and I'm hoping that everything goes well. So I will say that these do retail for $24 at Sephora. I did pick these up during the sale, so I did get the 20% off, but their normal price is $24. Now they do come in two shades. I'll go ahead and show you guys the other shades right here. But yeah, they come in two shades. So what I did was I got the lighter gold highlighter and then I got the darker bronzer. So I did want to mention that, but I am going to go ahead and tell you guys right off the bat, because I already tested these, I am going to tell you right off the bat what I don't like about these products. And one of these products I'm going to show you as a swatch, but I'm not going to put it on my skin today because it did not show up on my skin at all yesterday. So I don't want to go through that again, but I do want to show you swatches of both of these, and I am going to go ahead and put the bronzer on today. So I guess you can tell now that the highlighter was the one that did not show up on me. So let me show you what the packaging looks like. Here's the packaging for the highlighter, and then basically what you do is you pop off the top. There is a little moon-shaped sponge there, and then you press that sponge into the product, and then you're supposed to stamp it onto your face. Now the Sephora website says that the way you blend these out is with your fingers. Yesterday when I tried these on, I started to do it with a brush, and I used the, let me get it. And I used the It Cosmetics brush. It's the double-ended one. And I used the smaller side for the highlight itself. That just really didn't do anything for the highlighter. So what I did is I stamped some more on and then I went in with my finger. Now this leaves more of a glossy look. You guys will see it when I swatch it, that it does leave a glossy look. It does not look like your average highlighter. So I am going to show you this product first. Now let me go ahead and stamp it here. And that's how it looks when you stamp it. Okay, it's very, very sheer, very light. I'm going to press it in with my finger so you guys can see what it would look like if it was on my cheek. And really, honestly, it did not look like anything on my cheek. But that is the shade right there. And it looks very gleamy on my hand, but when I put it on my cheek, that shade is just too light for me. So this would probably be best for someone who is way lighter than me, like from fair to light medium skin tones. But yeah, that is the shade right there. It does look beautiful on the back of my hand, but guys, it did not blend that way on my skin. I'm not gonna say that this is a bad product, but I am gonna say that this is a product for those of you who want like a light highlight, like kind of like a sheer type highlight. If you're looking for that average highlight glow, you're not gonna get that from this. I know it looks like it's glowy here, but I think it's because I have all the lights on. You know, the lights are reflecting off of it. But that's not how it looked on my skin. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the bronzer. Now I did place this bronzer on top of my foundation, and that did not work for me, guys. I was blending it, it blended in well, but all of a sudden when I put my powder on, I noticed that before I put my powder on, that I had like some splotchiness on my face. It looked like the bronzer actually took the foundation off in those areas. So yesterday, after I noticed the splotchiness, I went ahead and put powder on top of my skin, and then I went back in with this, and it seemed to work a lot better on top of powder. So on top of my foundation, this did not work. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on top of my powder today and show you guys what the bronzer looks like on top of my skin. This is the same packaging as the highlighter, but this one has a star for a sponge. It's super, super cute. So let me go ahead and press that. And I usually do it like twice. And let me put my hair back real quick so you guys will be able to see. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right here where I normally would put bronzer. So let me, just like that. And that's how I did it yesterday. Then I took the It Cosmetics brush and I just kind of blended it into my skin. I do more of like a pressing motion. I don't swirl it. So I'm just kind of pressing it into the skin And then I use maybe tiny little brush strokes to actually distribute the product a little more evenly. But let me tell you some positive things about this, guys. I know I started this video off with some negative things. Let me go into more of a positive mode. And I will say that the shade of this bronzer is absolutely beautiful. It has a really beautiful summer bronze shade to it, and I absolutely love the shade. So far, it looks okay. I don't see any breaking up of my makeup. I'm gonna go in with the other side. And then, like I said, I do 1, 2, 3, just like that. I think the star thing is so cute. I love the little star sponge. And then I'm just gonna press that into the skin. And like I said, it's just a pressing motion, but like with very little like strokes, you know, just really little strokes. Now that looks really pretty. And I don't see any breaking up of the makeup here either. So obviously for me, this is best on top of powder when I'm done with my entire face. Now I'm going to press this on my forehead. I'll just leave it like that. And then I'm pressing it and pulling it into my hairline. Just like that. Yesterday I did my chin, so I'm going to do that again. And basically I'm just going underneath my chin. Now in this area I am brushing it down because I'm not worried about, you know, it moving my makeup or anything like that. Which it did move my makeup, but I just feel a lot more at ease on this end when I'm actually blending in the product to actually brush it and swirl it around. I do have a mirror that I use in front of me, but I'm going to look in this mirror to see if I have any breaking of the product, because I do wear glasses, so sometimes I can't see that well. So I do want to look, and it did not break up my makeup, so it looks really good. I do want to put a little bit more, only because I'd like a little bit more bronze on my face. So I'm going to do this, put a little bit like that. And then I'm going to press that. And I'm just going to do it on my cheeks. I don't really need a lot more on my forehead. But isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love the shade of this. I do want to mention that there's 5 grams of product in both of these containers, and that really isn't a lot of product, but honestly, a little goes a long way. I only press it in like once or twice and very lightly just to get the edge of that sponge wet with the product, and then I put it on my face. So I really didn't use a lot of product today. I know it looked like it, but I really didn't. So anyway, I want to read to you guys what it says on the Sephora website about that product. For the bronzer, it says it's a liquid cushion bronzer in a bouncy star-shaped stamp that blends out for an instant sun-kissed glow. Free of sulfates, SLS, SLES, parabens, and phthalates, this product is also vegan and cruelty-free. And then it also says, stamp on sun-kissed glow instantly with a cushion bronzer. Its liquid formula is blendable, buildable, and totally Beach Babe approved. Kaja is cruelty-free and the product is vegan, which I've already told you. So it does say that you can stamp it once all over your face and get just that summer glow, but then it says if you go in twice, you get a beachside bronze. So I really believe that that's true, because the second time that I went in, I really got that beachy bronze glow look. And I really love that. I love the way it turned out. It just looks really, really pretty. So I want to show you guys how the blush would go on top of the bronzer, because I'm not setting the bronzer. The bronzer has actually already set itself. I'm touching it and I have no stickiness, no tackiness to the bronzer. So I want to go ahead and show you how blush actually applies on top of that. And I'm going to get a brush. I'm just going to use this e.l.f. brush. I'm going to go into the shade Illicit by NARS. I've been loving this blush. It is just so beautiful on the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and go on top of that. It actually applies really beautifully on top of the bronzer. So yeah, you're not going to get any streaking, any splotchiness or anything once you apply blush on top of that bronzer. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply highlighter, and I'm using my Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette. And I'm going to go into the shade Daydream. And I'm just going to apply it to the top of my cheekbones. And as you can see, there's no splotchiness. It has not pulled anything off. It applies really nicely. All right, guys, let me go ahead and give you my last thoughts on these two products. The highlighter, of course, like I told you, I think it would look beautiful on people who are lighter skin tone than me. I also think that you need to work this in with your fingers instead of a brush, because I feel like the brush just kind of moved the product around and it did not stay on my cheeks. And like I said, I do think this is a good highlighter. I think it's a beautiful highlighter, but it is very sheer, it is very light on the skin. So if you're looking for something like that, this is actually a product to pick up. And then for the bronzer, I love the bronzer, guys. I think the bronzer looks beautiful on the skin. It gave me that really beautiful beachy glow. It blends in really easily. The best thing I can tell you about this is that you should put it over your powder when you're done with your look, because I really felt like when I did not do that and I put it right on top of my foundation, that it broke up my foundation and it actually made it look very splotchy. So that's the only thing that I could say is the downfall with this bronzer, is that I would not recommend putting it over foundation. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked my quick review of the Kaja bronzer and highlighter. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.